What's up guys, Brazy here, and for this video I'm gonna be making this logo right here. It is the Attack on Titan logo. It's gonna be real basic, easy, and quick. But before that, I want to talk about the guy I'm making this for. He was a Discord member in my server, and he entered the giveaway and he won, so congratulations to him. And if you want to win one like him, just join that server in the top of the description. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is something that you have to do for all of your logos. So you're going to go in here and create a new file. Or you can just do Control N. And then I have a preset for it, but just copy it. Width and height will both be 1000. Alright. And next, I'm going to open up my file here. And if this video gets to 100 likes, then I'll probably just drop this down on my Discord so you can have your own things, but there's not many in here. I only use one of these Levi's, and there's just some smoke, some textures, some backgrounds, some logos, some blood, and all that stuff. It's little effects, but I'm gonna just get my background here, which is this brick. And to copy it over, you would Control A till it has this outline, and then Control C. And once that's done, come over here and hit Control V. All right, and then it's just right there, and this will be your first layer. And then you can Control T just to transform it, and you stretch this obviously to your size of your logo. Alright, now once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the character that I want as the main focus, which would be this one right here. Same thing, Control A, C, then V, Control V. I'm also going to scale this up pretty high. Most of my logos, I don't ever do full bodies. I just do the close-ups, so just something like this. Yeah, something like that maybe. Yeah, that looks nice. And another thing I forgot is you always want to do this. Come over here and you want to get your Ellipse tool, right? And then you just click on your project, and then you want to make it the same size as you made your logo, so that'd be 1000 and 1000, and just press OK. And then once you've done that, Control A until your whole project is outlined. And then what you want to do is you want to go to your pointer tool, or you can just press V right here, and then at the top you can just recenter it like that. Alright, and then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this circle that we just made, go into blending options by right clicking and pressing on blending options. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to advanced blending and just put that fill opacity all the way down, right? So it's literally no longer visible. And I'm going to stroke, not there. I'm going to go into stroke. And I'm going to just keep it this length, and I'm just going to change it to a color that's real bright. Usually the color of the guideline, just something like that, like a bluish green, bright blue green. It looks nice. Press OK. And then this right here, what this circle will do is this will act as that guideline to where what will be visible in your logo. So just this whole area will be visible. So I just like to keep that on the very top, just to see where I'm at. All right. So next, what I'm gonna add is this grunge texture. What this is gonna do is just add a little bit of scratchy look to the background. We're just gonna put that right here, and Control T, and then we're just gonna scale this up as well. I'm actually gonna right click it and flip it, flip vertically, just so the darker part of this texture is just on the bottom. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it as a overlay, like that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and press hue and saturation. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to make the saturation of everything just go down, so it's just like a grayish brick now, instead of having that color that it had right here. I don't really want that yellow brick look. I just want it to be black like that. I'm also gonna lower the darkness a good bit, or the lightness. Yeah, just about -50. That's good, and that's gonna affect both of these layers. I'm just gonna name this one right here Levi, and then this one right here be grunge, and then this one I'm just gonna name background brick, just to know where I'm at and what everything is. All right, so next what I did was I added curves, this curve layer, and then I made a clipping mask on top of the Levi. So to make clipping mask, if you don't know, you just hold Alt until this arrow shows up, and then you click, and then now it is a clipping mask. So anyway, onto the curve here, I just move this slightly like this. This just helps blend it more. You'll see once I get this adjusted. Something like that. So this is the difference here. It's a real big difference. Real big difference. It just makes it look a lot better. I'm actually gonna center this a little bit better. So let's just drag this up a little bit. Something about that is good. Okay. And the next one I'm gonna do is, since I don't want him to have a brown coat, I pretty much just want this whole thing to be black and red themed. I'm just gonna go over here to hue and saturation, and then it's already a clipping mask. So just drop that saturation all the way down, just all the way down. That's all you need to do. But next, just to make it look better, you need to go to your eraser tool right here. I have the hardness on 89%, so that's good enough. You just need to erase all of his face area. The only part you need to keep is everything but his jacket. So just make sure his jacket stays black, and then yeah. But I'm gonna speed this process up. Okay, so now that you have that done, if you didn't know what I did there, I just pretty much just erased everywhere that the blood stains were, just to keep that redness there. But next what we're gonna do is just have another clipping mask on top of Levi here, and for this one it's gonna be selective color, which is this one right here. Just click on that, and then we're gonna keep it on reds, and we're just gonna add a lot of yellow here, just so he can stop looking so dull. Probably like 50, and then magenta here, all the way. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So yeah, that'll just be the difference. Just makes the reds brighter, makes them more yellow instead of pale, and then it also just adds a tint to it. So yeah, once you've done that, you're good. Next, you can just select all of these. So what you want to do is select like either the top one or the bottom one, hold shift, and then click, and that'll select all of them. And then what we're gonna do is Control G, or you can just press this folder down here, and that'll group it together. Just name this Levi group. Alright, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this again, select all of them, and then I'm gonna hold Alt to copy all of them. So holding Alt, and then you just drag down, that'll copy the whole thing. Alright, and now that you copied the entire layers of Levi, I'm just gonna Control E to merge them. So now that it's merged right here, I'm gonna add a blur to it. So I'm gonna add a motion blur with 50, yeah, 50 distance like that. So it just adds like a blur around the entire outline of his body, just like that. All right, just name this Levi blur or whatever you, and just close this up. It's not even in the group. Put this in the group. All right, that's pretty much the most part for your, the character here. All right, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the rectangle. So I have a rectangle in the back here, and so once I go to my rectangle tool, I'm just gonna click the project, and I'm gonna put it at 700 by 700. All right, and then I'm gonna center it just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the with this blue guideline circle here. I'm just gonna lower that opacity all the way down, and then I'm gonna give it a stroke of white, but I'm gonna make this an inside stroke like that. All right, keep it. Maybe I can bring it to 5. Yeah, 5 is good. And we're just gonna put this behind Levi. So drag this below the Levi group, and that'll put it behind. Oh yeah, do not forget to rasterize the layer. So just right click on the layer and rasterize layer. It's perfect. All right, and actually I'm gonna put this underneath the grunge layer as well. No, it's too dark. We'll just keep it above. Next, I'm gonna go over to my type tool, right click it, and then go to vertical type tool. Okay, and for this I'm gonna use a font of, let's see, pretty sure this font I'm gonna use is pre-installed. Yeah, it's called Felix titling. I'm pretty sure this is a pre-installed font, but if you don't have it, you can easily download it from the link I'll put probably in the description. So what I'm gonna put here is just the name of the character. I'm gonna make this a lot smaller though, like 18, like a 10. Yeah, maybe like a 10. I'm just gonna put this on like somewhere on the corner here. Yeah, that looks good. We need to make this white though. All right, now you've done that, we're gonna go into blending options, and we're just gonna give this a gradient. So do gradient overlay. Click this open, select this one. This will be half transparent, half black, and then we're gonna make it reflected, and then reverse it, and then scale it all the way up, just like that. And we're gonna copy it. So just right click this layer, copy the layer style, and then go ahead and rasterize this. Actually, this rectangle that we made, the white one, go ahead and rasterize the layer style, right? And then paste layer style, and then that'll put that gradient right over there, just to give it that less white and bright look. And actually, I'm gonna lower the opacity of this gradient just a little bit, maybe like 75. You could do it for the text as well, but I think that looks fine. And all right, next you're gonna do is I'm gonna add the blood. So let's just open both of these. This will be part of the background. I'll put it underneath the grunge. Just gonna scale this up. Something just so it's dripping down. So yeah, that looks fine. Let's change this hold on. There we go. And then now we can move this over here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just move that hue and saturation layer only above the brick, just so it only affects the brick layer, and then make sure the blood and everything else is above. Okay, so for the next one that I have here, I'm gonna put this in the back of Levi. So we're just gonna put this right under here. Make it a little bit bigger. Just like that, just so you can kind of see it around him. Like that. Alright. Let's close all these. Alright, next. We're going to add in some smoke. Okay, so once you've copied that over, just paste it on right underneath the Levi layer. Just press Ctrl T again. We're just gonna move this over and scale it. Alright, like that. Right now, we'll do this again. We're gonna hold Alt and we're just gonna copy and then make it a clipping mask on here. And then we're just gonna drag it down a little bit, like right here. Yeah. Alright, next will be the text. So client's name is Gozik, or Gozik, however you pronounce that, and then we're just gonna give it this font. And it needs to be like way bigger, maybe like almost 50. Yeah, just about this size. Like that. And then for this one, I'm gonna make it red. All right. Now right click on that and we're just gonna go to blending options and we're just gonna give this a gradient overlay too. So I'm gonna do bevel and emboss. This will give it just an effect like this, and then gradient. Yeah, we're just gonna do this gradient and then switch it over to this one right here, half transparent, half black, and then we're gonna give it a reflected style, and then we're gonna reverse it. It's like that. And then we can just mess with the scale a little bit. Probably something like this. Yeah, it looks good. The next, no drop shadow. I think that looks fine. Yep, just like that. Alright. And then we're just gonna do the blood again. But for this time, we're just gonna put it on top of the font here that we just added. Just like that. Make it a clipping mask on there. And then we're just gonna move it on top of the word, just so it gives that blood effect on the word. Like it's splattering on the word. Just like anywhere you want, really. Just to give it that effect that it's on there. So I'm gonna put it like right about like here would be fine. Yep. Alright. So that'll be pretty much it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, make sure you add me in my Discord. You can ask all the questions that you need in there, and I'll have this project file also in there just for all of the grunge and other effects that I added in this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm out. Peace.